So, the latest buzz is all about some big moves as the All Blacks gear up for their next match. First off, we have the dynamic duo of Beauden Barrett and TJ Perenara back together again. These two started their test careers with the Hurricanes, Barrett in 2012 and Perenara in 2014, and it's fantastic to see them reunited on the field. Barrett's been in stellar form, and coach Scott Robertson is confident that starting him at first 5/8 will bring out the best in both players. They have a solid chemistry, having played so many games together, which is super important when facing tough opponents. If you're a fan of the All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Also on the roster, we have Damian McKenzie ready to make an impact off the bench. He's been a game changer this season, known for his incredible line-breaking skills. Robertson pointed out how crucial it is for McKenzie to step up when needed. He's got the talent to manage the game and create openings for his teammates. Now let's talk about Rico Ione. He's been holding down the center position and playing phenomenally well. Robertson mentioned how he's really stepped up his game, distributing the ball effectively and making smart decisions. It's awesome to see players growing into their roles and showing leadership on the field. Another important note is the farewell of Sam Cane, who's playing his final test in New Zealand. Robertson has immense respect for Cane, highlighting his tough journey back from injury and his leadership skills. He's been a crucial figure in the team, calling out standards and keeping everyone in line. It's a bittersweet moment, but Cane's legacy will definitely be felt in the squad. The All Blacks are aiming for a standout performance in Wellington, especially since they're looking to break a winless streak since 2018. Robertson has been candid about this record. They're not proud of it, and they're determined to change it through hard work and solid performances that fans can rally behind. The team has been focusing on how to handle those last quarter challenges, which have plagued them recently. Yellow cards have been an issue too, often leading to crucial points lost. They're putting in the work to tackle these problems head-on. Now, if you love the All Blacks and want to stay updated with all the latest news and insights, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support means everything, and we've got tons more exciting content coming your way. In summary, the All Blacks are making some strategic moves as they prepare for their next match. With Barrett and Perenara reunited, the focus is on improving their final quarter performances and breaking their winless streak. And as they look to the future, the blend of experience and new talent promises an exciting path ahead. So, are you ready to cheer them on? Let's go, All Blacks! All Blacks in a huddle after Bledisloe Cup win, and former scrum half Justin Marshall insists that the All Blacks' struggles in the final quarter mean they can't be considered among the best teams in the world right now. If you're a fan of All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Despite Scott Robertson's efforts, the team hasn't been able to keep up with the likes of the Springboks, Ireland, or France. Their recent losses, especially to South Africa, highlight that New Zealand is still behind these rugby giants in the World Rugby rankings. Currently, the All Blacks trail the Springboks in Ireland. If they lose again this time to the Wallabies in Wellington, where their recent record isn't great, they could even drop below France, sliding into 4th place. New Zealand once had a reputation for finishing strong, but lately, Robertson's squad has been shaky in the final 20 minutes of matches. This pattern showed up again when they faced the Wallabies, barely pulling off a 31-28 win after scoring just 3 points in the second half. Former All Black scrum half Justin Marshall wasn't exactly thrilled with what he saw from either side, noting that both New Zealand and Australia still have some catching up to do to reach the level of the world's top teams. He pointed out in the last 20 minutes, there were a lot of inaccuracies from both teams, and that's why they're not on par with South Africa, Ireland, and France. Those teams seem to be more consistent in ensuring their good work isn't undone in the final 10 or 15 minutes. Marshall doesn't blame the coaches for New Zealand's recent final quarter woes. He believes it's on the players. We seem to be switching off for some reason, and honestly, I can't put my finger on why, and I don't think Robertson can either. The players know where the game's at. There's enough experience in that squad. Whether they're chasing a game, trying to finish strong, or making decisions in that last quarter, they've been there before, Marshall said. He continued by saying, they need to make better decisions in those final moments, making sure they secure a test match and not let the opposition back in. Right now, it feels like that's exactly what they're doing. Marshall didn't let the Wallabies off the hook either, mentioning that head coach Joe Schmidt must have been frustrated with his team's performance. Despite coming close, Australia let the All Blacks retain the Bledisloe Cup, missing a prime opportunity. I don't think Australia helped themselves either. Joe Schmidt must have been pulling his hair out. When you've got a team down to 13 men and make basic handling errors, throwing the ball away, that's arguably worse than what the All Blacks were doing, he added. As New Zealand prepares for the next challenge, Scott Robertson has announced his team for the next Bledisloe Clash, where Sam Cane will celebrate a big milestone. The All Blacks are under some serious pressure after their rugby championship struggles, and fans are eager to see what changes Robertson will make for the next game, particularly at fly half. Now that you've heard all the updates, what do you think? Do the All Blacks have what it takes to bounce back? Or will they keep struggling in the final quarter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, if you love the All Blacks, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your favorite team. Your support means everything, and we've got plenty more All Blacks news and content coming your way. Stay tuned. What's your take on the All Blacks' recent performances? Do you agree with Justin Marshall's analysis? Or do you think there's another reason for the late-game struggles? We'd love to hear your opinions. All Blacks legend claims hunted Springboks have to be mindful after taking on New Zealand mantle. Springboks anthem against Argentina in 2024 and former All Black Mills Muliaina. Mills Muliaina believes that the Springboks are being viewed like the great All Blacks teams of the past by their opponents. His comments came after South Africa were stunned by Argentina at the weekend, which kept the champagne on ice for now. A win would have confirmed the rugby championship title for Rassie Erasmus men, but Los Pumas remained in the hunt after their shock triumph on Saturday. The Springboks only need a point to make sure of silverware, but that would not be acceptable to their supporters. After their reversal in Santiago del Estero, which saw them lose top spot in the World Rugby rankings, the fans will demand that they do it in style. One thing South Africa will be mindful of now is that they have a target on their back, just like the All Blacks did, Muliaina said on the breakdown. We've spoken about like it used to be for us back in the day, everyone will gun for them. Even if they made 10 changes, it was still a quality side that they put out against Argentina. The expectation for them now is that everyone's hunting for them because they are number one. How much are they willing to take on that expectation? The expectation now of the public is that they need to go out and win every single game. They had 10 changes, but those guys still had plenty of experience. All Blacks great slams naive New Zealand rugby after terrible decision over Scott Robertson appointment. It would be a big ask for Argentina to overturn the Springboks on their home turf, let alone do it with the big victory they need to win the rugby.